What is going on YouTube? Paradox TCG here with my first video. I want to go ahead and do a box opening of this premium deck set that we found today earlier at Walmart. We went ahead and picked up actually 3 of them. So I got some for the homies. But I'm going to go ahead and open mine right now for this video. So this premium deck set comes with the starter decks, Ragnalordmon and Jesmon, along with the alternate arts, Fly Bullet, Judgment of the Blade, and Brave Metal. Very sick looking arts. I was waiting for Fly Bullet to come out for a long time. As for myself, I play a lot of BL Star, so I'm super hyped for that card, and it's awesome because I heard these come with 2 in this box. So let's go ahead and start this opening. Let's go ahead and get this guy open. Okay. Super cool. Man, super hyped for the next set already. I'm pretty tired of BT9 already. We've been playing this set for 2 to 3 months. I don't know how long it's been, but it feels like another BT5 meta to me, where the meta is just lasting forever. Go ahead and turn this around here. Man, check out those alt arts. Super sick. Super hyped for this. So we got Judgment of the Blade. I heard they came with 2 of each. Ooh, and they do. Beautiful, beautiful. Man. Feels good to finally have these in my hand. Judgment of the Blade. It's not going to be played as much, but it's still a really good card. Maybe like as a one of, if anything, in the new Jesmon deck with the starter deck here. So this is a super sick card. Super beautiful. Man, I love the art on this one. Goes there. Next we have the Fly Bullet, the one that I have personally been waiting for. I'm gonna have to pick up 2 more of these because just look at these cards. Man, just look at that. Super sick. This is the new highest rarity for this card, so it might be pricey, it might not, just depending on how many people actually pick up this. I actually picked this up for $70 at Walmart, pretty crazy. I picked up 3 of them, so wasn't cheap. Wasn't cheap at all. I know Bandai had said that they were putting them up for $59.99, but I guess Walmart does their own prices? I don't know. I guess they don't go by MSRP anymore. I don't know what Walmart's doing over there. But next we have Brave Metal. Not a really relevant card at all, but get this focus. But a sick looking card. Looks pretty good with Ragnalordmon on there. Beautiful alt arts. They announced these a while back, so we're finally getting them. Super cool looking cards. Super hype. Alright, next we'll go ahead and take these starter decks out. Oh, go that. We got the Ragnalord and the Jesmon sleeves. Look pretty nice. Digimon sleeves always look pretty good, but I personally do not like how they're made. That's just me. So if anything, I'll use these like as egg sleeves. Pretty cool looking sleeves, especially the Jesmon ones. I like the red outline on the outside. It looks pretty cool. Jesmon, always a cool Digimon. A lot of people like him. I think he's pretty cool. Then we got I guess the memory gauges. That's pretty cool. I wonder if the starter decks are going to be like this as well, because usually it comes with like 2. Comes with like 2 for each starter deck. So this one coming with 1, it might be unique. So those are pretty cool as well. Look at those. You got Ragnalord right here, pretty sick looking. And Jesmon. My gosh, this light is killing me. Yeah, pretty sick, pretty sick. So these come with, I guess they called them Lucky Packs. That's pretty cool. Comes with these, I believe they come with EX1 Metal Greymon, Madoki Beta which is probably what most people want to pull, and EX1 Metal Tyranno, and promo Venom Myotismon. I'm not even sure what promo Venom Myotismon is. I don't think I've ever seen promo Venom Myotismon. But yeah, let's go ahead and open these first. Go ahead and open these up. Oh, gonna go ahead and pull the Metal Greymon with piercing. So this is used in Machinedramon. Trying to think of the deck. Pretty nice art. I feel like that deck has gotten like the most alt arts for every card in that deck. So I think in general, getting all the alt arts for that for Machinedramon is I think they're all pretty cheap, but I mean we'll see if they get more support. The deck is not all great, you know. It's more for people who like Machinedramon in general, just by themselves. So here we go. We got Metal Greymon. Next, we'll go ahead and open this one here. Oh, I was hoping for a Madoki. Hey, let's go. Madoki, the boy himself. The most relevant card in here. Memory blockers are always really good to have. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Has a terrible nick at the top. I don't know if that was from me opening it right now. Man. I guess be careful when you open these, because look at that. See that nick at the top right here? Man, be careful when you open these. I guess I just dropped the value of this, but I'm still going to play it anyways. I'm going to keep it anyways. You know, Madoki's always a good card to have, no matter what. Go and put this guy up here. Go take that out. And then we got the starter decks themselves. Let's go. I'm actually pretty hyped to play Jesmon. I didn't really like the first version of Jesmon. It was, you know, a one stack deck that would put out more bodies, but like this version of Jesmon is essentially the same, I guess, in a way, but it puts out way more bodies. And the meta that it's gonna be is gonna be, I think it's gonna be a high tier deck for sure. Tier 1 is debatable. I'd say probably 1.5. 1.5 to 1 is where I would put Jesmon. Ragnalord, on the other hand, unfortunately, I don't think it'll do very well. If it does, I'll be surprised. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. What is this guy's name? Saktomon? When you play another Digimon with Legend Arms in its traits, by an effect, to gain a memory. So that's the whole shtick of this deck. It's kind of like a gotcha deck. You just play stuff and hope that you reveal the correct cards. That way you can plus off of them. But I mean, I don't know. I wish they wouldn't have did Ragna dirty like that. Ragna's a cool card. They could have just given him more support other ways instead of making it where you have to hope that you have the right cards on top. I mean, it makes cards like Black Izzy Tamer, the one that reveals the top 3. I mean, you can put them in the order. You can run it. He's a memory tamer, so it'll really help you. But in the end, like, even that, you're not going to have an Izzy every time to be able to stack what you need. You're just going to have to hope. Next, we're going to have Zubamon. He is an on-play 3 cost 0 to Digivolve. By placing this Digimon under one of your other Digimon that's black or has Legend Arms in the traits, which is the entire deck pretty much. At its bottom Digi-Evolution source, you may reveal the top card of your deck. If that card's a Digimon card with Legend Arms in its trait, and the play cost of 7 or less, you may play it. So, you know, that's where you get the gotcha mechanic. You play him, you slot him under something, I don't know, like a level 4 or 5 that you have, and then you get the effect to reveal and do all that shenanigans. Hope that you get, you know, one of your other ones. Which, I mean, it's very possible the entire deck is Legend Arms. And you have a lot of low-cost Digimon, but if you want to run like the DNA Ragna, which we'll get to in a little bit, you know, it's just not very consistent. But here we go. Here is the Zubamon. Got a lot of stuff here. Go ahead and move some of this. God, Judgment of the Blade just so sick looking. Fly bullet too. Let's scoot some of this over. Okay, and next we have Zuba Eagermon. He is the level 4 of the deck. I don't know if you'll use this guy in the deck in general. He's a 5 to play, and he has an on-play of by placing this Digimon under one of your other Digimon that's black or Legend Arms in its traits as the bottom Digi-Evolution source, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less. And then his ESS is if you have a Digimon that's black or Legend Arms in its trait in play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP when attacking. The reason I don't think he'll be played much is just there's better level 4s than him, and deleting your opponent's Digimon with 5000 DP or less, like in the meta that we're going in, I don't think it'll be very good because there's gonna be a lot of Crossheart, and Crossheart has a lot of save mechanics in the entire deck. So deleting them is essentially just gonna put them under the Tamer, which I mean, I guess that's okay. That's good. You know, you get it off the field so they don't get a swing, or you hit a Ballistamon with it also, because I believe all of them are like 4000 DP or less, except for well, no, even then Sparrowmon is only on their turn. So I mean, it can be good. It's just 5 to play. I think is a lot just to get off a on delete effect for 5000 DP or less. I mean, it could be played, it can be played. I guess we'll see whatever people come up with. So we got a set of those and a set of the Zubamon. Next we're going with a Doraemon. This guy is one of the better ones. I think it's this one. Yeah, he's one of the better level 5s. When this Digimon would Digivolve into a card in your hand that's black or Legend Arms in its traits, you know, reduce the Digi-Evolution cost by 1. So reducing the Digi-Evolution cost is always good, especially in a deck like this where you run a lot of level 6s. You gotta run the Durandamons and you run the other guy? Ragnalordmon, I believe, isn't it? I guess there's no Ragnalordmon in here. Is there? Could have sworn there was. We haven't got there yet, but Ragnalordmon, you run a lot of level 6s essentially. So that's always good whenever you would Digivolve from your hand, you know. So, and then he also has the Gatomon effect from the old starter deck that you may DNA Digivolve if this Digimon and one of your other Digimon and play into a Digimon with from your hand for DNA. What? You may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon card in your hand for its DNA Digivolve cost. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. He has the Gatomon effect, like I said. I don't know, I read that wrong, but read that wrong to myself. But yeah, so he's probably one of the best level 5s. You'll definitely run him as a 4 of. So next, we'll go ahead and go to our first level 6 here. Are these out of order? Oh my gosh, they are. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this first. So we only got 2 Doraemon and then 4 Zuba Eager and 4 Zubamon. So let's go and continue with the rookies. I don't know why it was out of order. So we got a new Kotamon. It's essentially just another 2-drop. 2-drop for black. So go ahead and do with it what you will. I mean, most Rookie Rush decks for black are Commandramon, so you probably won't see a lot of play. Next, we have a very important card here. We have the Chikurimon, the one that players can't reduce play cost. This card is going to be very huge in the meta. Very huge because Crossheart reduces play cost. This card will stop that. This card and the other card in the Jesmon deck will stop that. So it's going to be a huge card. This card is definitely going to be played. I think it should be played in any black deck currently that we're playing in the next meta because there's going to be so much Crossheart. Crossheart is going to be such a popular deck. It's so fast. You You get off everything so fast on that deck, and this can slow it down. This is one of those cards that will slow Crossheart down. So pick up your Chikurimons. I think that's super awesome. We're getting 4 of these. You get in the starter deck. Well, in this one, I don't know if the regular starter decks are going to be different. I doubt it. But in this premium box set, you get a set of Chikurimon. So we should be getting a set of Solarmons also in the Jesmon one, which really good card. So next we'll go to Ludomon. We get 4 Ludomon. This is another really good rookie for this particular deck. On play, by placing this Digimon under one of your other Digimon that's red or has legend arms in its traits as the bottom Digi-Evolution card, you may reveal the top card of your deck. You may play one Digimon card with legend arms in its trait with a play cost of 7 or less. So it essentially does the same thing as Zubamon. You're tucking cards, you're playing cards, you're gachaing for your higher levels, Zubamon or Doraemon, to turbo into your higher guys. So this guy, his ESS gives you blocker. Super huge for Ragnalordmon to slow down Crossheart, to slow down Dark Knightmon X, to slow down Minervamon Loop. Blockers are going to be huge this set. And that's it. So this card is going to be very important to this. If you want to play Ragnalord, you're going to have to play 4 Ludomons. Blocker is going to be essential. So we got Ludomons right here. 4 of them. Go ahead and move some of these guys. Okay, then we have another set of vanilla level 4s. Gladiemon. New Gladiemon. This is actually a pretty cool art. Gladiemon didn't get too much love in BT5. Certain people would run him at 1 or 2. Most people would not run him at all. But here we get him as a 1 cost. So possibly used in the future for Black Turbo deck. We'll see. But he is just a regular vanilla. Next we got 4 Tyludomon. Tyludomon's another good level 4. It gives blocker as an ESS, and he has the same effect as all the other ones. By placing this Digimon under one of your by placing this Digimon under one of your other Digimon that has red or legend arms in its traits. Oh no, this one gives you reboot. Okay, yeah, so if you put him under one of your guys, he gives you reboot until the end of your opponent's turn, and then during your opponent's turn he gives blocker. So it's another piece that can give blocker besides your level 3 Ludomon. Really good. Will you run him at 4? Probably. Next we have some Knightmon, a new Knightmon. Unfortunately this one has no effect. He's just a vanilla red black, which is cool I guess. Another dual color. We're getting some more dual colors. There's that. Next we have Ragnalordmon. Another, I believe it's our second, third level 5, because we got the vanilla. So Ragnalordmon came with 4. Ragnalordmon, during an opponent's turn, this Digimon can be deleted by your opponent's effects. So, I mean, that's a really good effect in general. It's during your opponent's turn, so it's a very sticky body. You can't get rid of it unless you minus DP it or bounce it. So that's really good. I guess it's another, level 5 that can be run in the deck. I don't know how many of these will run because there's not really any cards next set that will pop on, to pop for effects. There's a couple, but not really. Nothing that hits 7K. Death-X? Question mark, I guess. Wouldn't work on him. So that's cool. His effect at the end of turn is DNA Digivolve. So he's another DNA Digivolve target if you have a level 6 over him. So you'll probably run 4 of this guy also actually. Now that I read that effect as well. So another card that, You either run 4 of him, or you run 4 of him, or you run 4 of both. So that'll be really good also. I'm surprised this one came with 4 and this one didn't. That's kind of weird. Huh. But alright, that's what it is. Next, we have our level 6s. We'll go ahead and start off with Ragnalordmon. Ragnalordmon the boy himself. This is a sick art. Hey, look at that. Beautiful art. They always make the starter deck like rare cards look really good. I believe this is one of the SRs in it. Yeah, it's one of the SRs. It has that starter deck feel to it, like the Guilmon and the Vmon from the past sets, which I think they look awesome. So I'm glad they continued that. Okay, so we got Ragnalordmon here, level 6, Digivolve for 3 over any red or black. 11k DP. Your turn, once per turn, when one of your effects places a Digi Evolution card under this Digimon gets plus 3k DP and security plus 1. And when attacking, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play one Digimon card with Legend Arms in its trait and a play cost of 7 or less among them without paying the memory cost. Place the rest at the bottom. And then his ESS will be your turn while his Digimon has Ragnalord and it's a Ragnalordmon? Or while his Digimon is Ragnalordmon, it doesn't activate security effects on option checks. So this guy is like an Aldemon from BT7 for ESS into Ragnalord. So that's pretty cool also. So any effects, anybody playing security control, you know, that purple tax deck, whatever you want to call it, purple yellow tax, this deck will probably just destroy it because you're getting the security plus off of him, and then you're swinging, and then if you go into Ragnalord, he's gonna have, you know, make it to where you don't activate options. So this guy's actually really good. I believe you run a 4 of him or 3 of. I mean, it just depends on your build. This build is like, this deck can go many different ways. There's just so many cards that do so many different things, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that can happen. There's a lot of old Legend Arms cards also that you could definitely add in here also. But I mean, these new ones are probably way better. They're more configured to the newer deck. So next, we have the next level 6. We have Ragnalordmon. This one's giving us 4 of them. Man, check that out. Beautiful. So this Ragnalordmon, your turn, once per turn, when one of your effects places a Digi-Evolution card under this Digimon, your opponent's effects can't delete this Digimon or return it to the owner's hand until the end of the turn. When Digivolving, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play one Digimon with Legend Arms in its trait with a play cost of 7 or less among them. And then he has opponent's turn. While this Digimon is Ragnalord, it isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon. So when you're DNA Digivolving with these guys, not only do you not activate your opponent's security, your options in their security, you're also not affected by your opponent's effects, which is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So there's your level 6s. And then next, we got the boy himself, Big Daddy Ragnalordmon. Beautiful. Sick looking card. So Ragnalordmon has DNA Digivolve from a red level 6 and a black level 6. So that would be your Durandamon and your Ragnalordmon in this particular deck. When Digivolving, it has Blitz. When DNA Digivolving, for every 4 cards in this Digimon's Digi-Evolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 20 or less, and trash the top of your opponent's security. That is crazy. You get the DNA Digivolve off this guy, you are getting pluses. That's it. Your opponent has to answer a Digimon they can't bounce because of Ragnalordmon's effect, unless you hit like a Kokaitis Breath in security. Well, no, even then, yeah, this card can't be bounced or anything because if you're DNA Digivolving, you're gonna have Durandamon under there. He's not gonna activate any security effects. That's gonna be huge. This guy is gonna be crazy to get off the board. He is gonna be very sticky. He's gonna be hard to get rid of. Then we got the all turns. Once per turn, when a card is removed from a player's security stack, unsuspend this Digimon. So he's gonna swing with Blitz, and then he's gonna restand. And then with all your other effects, he'll have blocker, he'll have can't be deleted, he'll have, it's crazy. If you can get it off, it's crazy. The only thing that I think is this deck is suffering from is consistency. This deck is not going to be very consistent at all. That's the sad thing. But Ragnalord is a great Digimon. Super good when Digivolving Blitz. Blitz is always pretty crazy. So that's it for the Digimon. So let's go ahead and go to the option cards that this deck comes with. So we have Direct Smasher. It's a 7 play cost. While you have a Digimon with Legend Arms and its traits in play, you may use this option without meeting the color requirements. So if you have a black Digimon on the field, you can still use it. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. So it's essentially like a Iron Fisted Onslaught without the better effect. So you might as well just run Iron Fisted Onslaught, because you're going to have black. You have plenty of black in this deck, and on top of that, there's dual colors. So, yeah, this card's not really necessary in the deck. And then we got the Legend Arms Alliance. We have 4 of these Legend Armed Alliances. There it is. So this is going to be one of the delay cards. This one is, you may play one Digimon card with Legend Arms in its traits, and a play cost of 7 or less from your hand without paying its memory. Then place this card in your battle area. And the delay effect for this one is reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Place those cards on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. I mean, it helps you stack your deck, so I guess that's where you get more stacks besides Izzy, if you're using Izzy. But, I mean, it's kind of meh, to be honest. Besides the fact that it lets you play a Digimon 7 cost or less. So that would let you play pretty much any of your level 5s. Yeah, because they're all 7 cost. So I guess that's pluses a little bit, but the delay effect is kind of lackluster. It's not that great. It's alright. Lets you stack, that's about it. But yeah, that's going to be it for this Ragnalordmon deck. That is one of the decks. And then we're going to go ahead and go to the second one. We have the Jesmon one that has way more hype than Ragnalord. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the egg itself. Gurimon. We're getting our second Gurimon here. Not going to be as good as the other one. You're definitely going to want the other one that lets you draw. But this one, while you have 2 or more Digimon in play, this Digimon gets plus 1k DP. I believe there's better eggs that let you get plus 1k easier. Demimera is one of them. That's just an overall better egg than this one. It's not hard to get 2 bodies on the field, it's just not as consistent. Go ahead and go to our first rookie here. We got some vanilla Candlemon. So some more 2 costs for red. Red has a lot of 2 costs. This is another 2 cost. And then next we got Solarmon himself. And we do get 4 of him in here. We get 4 Solarmons. This guy is exactly like Chikurimon. You're running this guy in a lot of decks. This guy or Chikurimon. He's going to be super good against the Cross-Heart deck, just like Chikurimon. So you can go ahead and use him in Jesmon. I would suggest using him in Jesmon if you're going to play Jesmon, because against Cross-Heart, it's just too good. Next, we're gonna start off with the new Huckmon. Check that guy out. Pretty cool art. So this Huckmon, once per turn, when you play a Digimon with Sistermon in its name, gain 1 memory. So this guy, I don't think he'll be played as much. Maybe as a one of, maybe 2. It's just there's other Huckmons that are better. The BT6 one is just crazy. Best searcher in the game, lets you add 2, search 5. That's just too good not to play. And then the other Huckmon that lets you search Sistermons as an inheritable. So this guy is decent. He does have an ESS of giving +1 KDP to Digimon that has Huckmon or Warrior Knight in its traits. So I mean that's okay, but I mean as a standalone Digimon, he's not all that great. So that's that Huckmon. Next we got another vanilla Meramon. Not much to say. He's a 1 cost. Another 1 cost red. 4 to drop. Next we have Huckmon. This guy you are definitely running at 4. If you're playing this deck, you're running him at 4. You're running this Huck at 4, and you're running the other Huck at 4. The other Huck I would say is probably better, but this one gives you +1 KDP. So he's a 5 drop that gives you +1 KDP all turns. It's not bad at all. It's super good. With the Huckmon from BT6, you can literally search your entire deck, and he is one of your targets. So that's really good. Next we have another vanilla Meramon. Level 5, 3 to Digivolve, 9 KDP is a lot. A lot of DP. But I probably would not be running this card. Just another vanilla. Probably run Lava Garatimon over him. Next, we have the new Savior Huck. Here we go. Savior Huckmon. So Savior Huck is a 3 Digivolve. When Digivolving, this Digimon can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon for the turn. He is a Judgment of the Blade on legs. And that's why Judgment of the Blade over here is not as needed anymore. No matter how sick this art is not really needed anymore. Unless it's a one of, which is not bad at all. But still. Savior Huck, really good. He also has, this is it, where he really shines is his ESS. So his ESS is when attacking once per turn. If this Digimon has Royal Knights in its traits, you may play 1 Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. Super good. You're always going to get that off. You're going to get 2 Sistermons out. One with Jesmon's effect and one with this Savior Huck's effect. So we'll get to Jesmon right now in a second to talk about his effect. But this Savior Huck is the one that you want to go over. He is the other Savior Huck. You're going to run it also, obviously, because it's one of. But you're going to want this one also. So you're running both of them. You're running the other one as a one of and this one as a 4 of. Because level 5 targets for Huckmon. That's what we want. We want targets for Huckmon. The BT6 Huckmon. So next we have Volcanomon. He's a 4 cost dual color blocker. ESS is security +1. So he's not, I don't think he's really needed in this deck at all. You don't need that. If you're going to run a level 5 that has security +1, you might as well just run the Volcanomon. You don't need a dual color. He's a 4 cost because he's a blocker and a dual color. So that's why he's 4 cost. Pretty pricey, but you don't use this guy at all in this deck. And now, let's do these guys first. We're going to go ahead and do our Sistermons. We got our new Sistermon. So, this new Sistermon Blanc, 3 to play, on play, by trashing 1 card, draw 2. All turns while you have a Digimon in play with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits, this Digimon gains Decoy, red or black. So, she's probably going to be like a 1 or 2 of. She's decent. She lets you get those discards. You can discard her to discard other Sistermons or Yeah, pretty much discard other sister mons or an X antibody, or a Royal Knight, another Royal Knight, so you can get off with uh, GX's effect, I believe it is. I think it's Jesmon GX. But yeah, she's a pretty good sister. One or two of her. Next we have Sister Mon Ciel. This is where the really good Sister Mon comes in. She's going to be really good for this deck. She is the reason why you won't need to run Tamers. I don't think this deck needs Tamers. That's just my personal opinion, unless you want to run the ties, which is okay. But I think it'll depend on if we see a lot of Venus Mons in security control or not. If we see a lot of Venus Mons, then I would suggest not using the red tie. If we don't, you can use it, but it's not necessary because Venus Mon will just, counter this deck easily. You won't be able to do anything because you'll always have that security +1. But this Sister Mon, what she lets you do, she's 4 to play. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits among them to your hand. Am I thinking of the wrong Sister Mon CL? I believe I am. Never mind, it's the one in the set that I'm thinking of that reduces Digi-Evolution cost. Never mind. This Sister Mon CL is probably like a 1 or 2 of. She just searches for you and gives reboot. Yeah, I was totally thinking of a different Sister Mon. Totally thinking of the one in the set. So the one in the set is the one that reduces Digi-Evolution cost. That one will be big for the deck, not this one. So that is Sister Mon CL. Next we have the options for the deck. And we have a 4 of AUs, generics. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Pretty cool art. This one is a 1 cost. When main, one of your Digimon gets plus 2k DP. Then if you have a Digimon with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight in its trait, gain 1 memory and one of your Digimon gains piercing. So if you, pretty much if you have anything on your field, like a Huckmon or Bow Huck, Savior Huck, Jesmon, GX, X Antibody, whatever you have, you're essentially playing this for free. Lets you get 2k DP and it gives you piercing. So, I mean, there's that. And then it has a little small security bomb of gain 1 memory and add this card to your hand. So it's a decent card, but is it going to be used? I think people might try and tech it in, but it's not necessary. You don't really need the DP and you don't really need the piercing, to be honest. I think there's another card that gives piercing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Jesmon just gives himself piercing, or I think it might be the X antibody one. I'm not 100% sure on that. So this card I don't think will be really played that much. If anything, a 1 of. Next we have another reason why we won't need tamers. So the first one is the CL from BT10 itself. And the next one will be because of this, from Master to Disciple. It's another card that will reduce your Digi-Evolution cost. I think this card is actually really good compared to Memory Boost. You don't really need that many Memory Boosts. You can run like 1 or 2 maybe. But this card you definitely want to run as a 4 of. So it's a 2 cost main. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name or Royal Knights in its traits among them to your hand, and then trash the rest. Then place this card in your battle area. Not only is it letting you trash cards so that you can get off more effects with your Jesmon and your other Jesmons as well to play them from the trash, your Sistermons and stuff, if you hit them. It's also letting you, for the delay effect, reduce the next time you would Digivolve. So that's also good. And this card is really good in security as well. Compared to Memory Boost, this card is way better, I say, because it also activates in security. So not only are you getting the search off if you hit this in security, you're still getting the delay effect. So you reveal 3 from the top of your deck, add 1 card with Huckmon or Sistermon in its name to your hand, and then trust the rest. That's the security effect. So definitely a 4 of in the deck. Really good card. Would recommend. Next, we have Quake Blast Fire Father. I wish I would have made the delay one shiny. I also forgot to mention, From Master to Disciple also has Royal Knights in its traits. If y'all did not know that. Royal Knights in its trait. You can't see it, but you can also add this card to your hand with, I believe, the other Hugmons and stuff. Because it has Royal Knights in its traits, which is actually pretty cool. So, Quake Blast Fire Father. While you have a Digimon with Hugmon or Sistermon in its name or Royal Knight in its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting the color requirement. So if you have Jesmon on the field, you don't have to have Black Source. Just play him. And then this card will delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 13 or less. There's better cards if you're going to run deletion. Just run a fist. Run fist. Actually, you can't run fist in. Just run Gaia Force. If you want deletion in the deck, run Gaia Force. You don't need this. Too many specifications when you can just go Gaia Force. So there's that. And last, we will get to the level 6s. So our first level 6 is Genkumon. He is an SR. Pretty cool art. Pretty decent. So he's a 12 to hard play and 3 to Digivolve over red or black. When Digivolving, you may play one Hugmon or one Digimon card with Sistermon in its name in your trash without paying its memory cost. Your turn, once per turn, when you play another Digimon by an effect, de-Digivolve up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon. That's actually pretty decent, but it deviates from what you're trying to do with Jesmon to spam bodies on the field, spam your Sistermons, and essentially go into GX because GX is a broken card. Jesmon GX is just too good. It's super good. You go into GX and you do a lot of damage. So this Genkumon is good, but maybe in another deck. Not this one. Unless you want to get the Digivolve effect off. I guess with, is it X Antibody or GX? I don't remember. One of them, the one that lets you put under, you activate the when Digivolving effect. Could work, but there's just a better, Genko X is just better. Lets you not be deleted by card effects, I believe, or be balanced. So I think Genko X is just probably better than this guy. And then last, we have the boy himself, Jesmon. Super sick art. Has that starter deck feel to it with the Gyomon on and the Beamon stuff that they did on the previous one. Super sick. So Jesmon is 40 Digivolve over your level 5s. He has Blitz. When attacking, play one Digimon with Sistermon in its name from your hand without paying its memory cost. And your turn, once per turn, when you play another Digimon by an effect, this Digimon gets plus 3k DP and security plus 1. So over your other Savior Hook, over this Savior Hook, he's swinging 2 checks because you're playing a Sistermon. Super good. The other, if he's over the other Savior Hook, swing, restand, swing again. It's 4 checks. And on top of that, he has Blitz. Super good. This card is just really good. There's not much to say about it. Just a really good card. Helps you spam board, especially with the Savior Hook. So that's pretty much going to do it for this video. Thanks guys for watching. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos like this. We're going to be doing box openings. We're going to be doing matches. We're going to be doing deck profiles. So be ready for that. Super hyped for this next set. I'm tired of BT9 already. It's just one stack meta OTK is not fun. And here we are. Got Fly Bullet. Let's go. Catch you guys in the next one.